everybody, CW here, Card Wolf, because I'm always on the hunt for great cards. And I am hunting today through a box of Panini Contenders Football. Average Joe and I, as you can see by the mighty physiques of these lifelike and very, very accurate statues of Joe and I, we are going to have a pack battle today, and I am going to try to vanquish him, and he is going to try to vanquish me, and it's going to look a lot like that. And we are going to be opening a blaster box of Panini Contenders Football, which I think I've only opened one of these this entire time. It's been out for a while, months at this point, and I think I've only ever opened one of these, so I'm excited to get into this. It's, you know, I don't know if this is still on the shelves even. I haven't seen it for a while, but the one time I did see it, I picked it up. I had this in the card closet all this time, and Joe mentioned that he had a box, so we decided to scrap it up and go head-to-head, as we often do. And last week I brought a lion to help me win that battle. It did nothing. I thought it would be a lucky lion. It wasn't. So this week I am bringing along a coy-looking Brontosaurus. He's sort of looking over his shoulder like he's better than this battle nonsense. He has better things to do. Brontosaurus has always sort of looked elegant to me back in the Cretaceous area, or whenever they were. It's hard for me to remember. It was a long time ago. But they always looked very elegant to me as they strode through the wetlands and nibbled on leaves and things like that. They're herbivores, so they were no threat to me. But Average Joe is a threat to me, and we need to try to vanquish him. He's got that stiff arm. You know, he's always going to get me with that. Last week, I think it was a tie. That seemed to be the decision that you guys made. The way this works is I'm opening one of these. Average Joe is opening one of these. This is me. This is Joe. Looks exactly like Joe, except Joe is even more muscular. And you guys get to decide which of us got the better cards, and that person is the winner of the pack battle. It could be that the Brontosaurus is the winner of the pack battle. I'm really not sure. That could happen, though. He looks like he's on his way somewhere else, and he's just going to exit. All right, you go over here with me, and I'll put Average Joe over here by himself, and we'll get into this. A couple of quick shout-outs for some new subscribers. First, thank you, Kevin Julian. Thanks so much for subscribing to the channel, Kevin. I really appreciate that. Hope you enjoy the content. Also want to thank Crabnuts McGee, who I'm pretty sure just subscribed to the channel to get me to say that name on the air. But whatever your reasons may be, Crabnuts, I certainly appreciate your subscription, and hope you will enjoy the content here. And lastly, but not leastly, I have to thank, I've got this written down on a piece of paper so that I would not get it wrong. The name of this guy is Cloudsy 420's UFC Cards and Random Stuff, except he doesn't use the word stuff. He uses a different word that I'm not going to use because this is a family channel. But anyway, Cloudsy 420, thanks very much for your subscription. Cloudsy does indeed open UFC stuff on his channel, so if you're interested in seeing that, I'm sure his channel is the only one that is named that or even close to that, so it should be easy to find. Cloudsy 420, appreciate that, and you are an enthusiast for UFC. I don't think I've ever seen anybody more excited about UFC than you are, sir. So way to go with that channel. That's pretty awesome. I appreciate you tuning in here, and encourage others who like UFC to go over and check out Cloudsy 420. He is very into that and really knows his stuff too, man. He talks about all of the UFC fighters like, you know, he knows everything about them. It's remarkable. Do I know everything about football? I do not, but I know that I watched the Ravens game last night. It was on a couple of days ago. It was a Sunday night game, but I only got to it last night, and I was pretty excited about it. It was a real nail-biter. It came down to the very last seconds, honestly, and fortunately the Ravens were triumphant, as they needed to be, because they were facing division rival Bengals. As always, practice good knife safety and keep these blades out of the reach of small children and dinosaurs. And let's see what is in here. Hope you guys have been enjoying the football games, and of course the NHL season has started as well. As we talked about yesterday, the games are now underway. Pretty awesome. Today we're opening this, and you get to decide if Joe or I is victorious. And tomorrow we will be doing Dorking with Dice through the uprights. That's right, a full box of vintage football. So if you like football content, stay tuned tomorrow too. You'll get more of it. All right, so let's see. There are 42 cards per box. All right, there we go. 42 cards per box. We could find an autograph or rookie ticket swatch. That sounds pretty exciting. I'll take some of that. We could also unwrap 5 stunning inserts. So if you're not sitting down or preferably laying on the floor, you should probably do that because they're going to be stunning if we pull one of those. And, we got something else. We can look for the ultra-rare Stardust Parallels, brother and sister. I have no ideas what those look like, but I'm sure that they are mind-blowing, and hopefully we'll see one. All right, so here's the inside of this Contenders box, and Panini, you do not win the award for really filling up the box space there and giving us our money's worth. That is pretty chintzy, if that is a word the kids still use. I'm not sure it is. It's probably offensive to someone. I have no idea. I actually don't know the etymology of that word. It's probably, do you think it's about Cincinnati? Could be about Cincinnati. I don't know. Anyway, it's not the best use of box space. I got to tell you that, Panini. We got 6 packs in here, and they have 7 cards per pack, according to what it says right here. And I'm not going to try to organize these in some way. Man, I've got a splinter in one of my fingers here, and it's from the most unlikeliest of objects. It's from a pumpkin stem, and I can't seem to get rid of it. I'm going to have to soak my hand or something. Go soak your hands, Card Wolf. That's what you should do. All right, let's see what we have here. First pack. Remember, we were trying to beat Average Joe. Let's see what we can do in our first pack to make that happen. Get all this off the table, and we open this up, and here is what your Contenders football product looks like this year. There's Josh Allen, the great quarterback for the Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen is lighting it up this season, and most people are predicting the Bills to go to the Super Bowl. There you got Jacoby Myers, and Ezekiel Elliott had a good game the other night. Cowboys emerged victorious in a tough game. Juju Smith-Schuster no longer with the Pittsburgh team, now with the Kansas City team. David Johnson and Derrick Henry also seems to be back to his old form. We'll see. Our insert for this pack is Gladiators, and who is this guy? Tom Brady. Yeah, I'm not very familiar with that guy, so I'm not so sure. I guess I should put that in its own little inserty stack, though. Let's do that. So that's Josh Allen and this Tom Brady dude. Let's see what we have in the second pack. Hopefully it will be something better than that. I want one of those Stardust inserts, man. I want to see what that looks like. Joe Burrow greets us here. So far we've opened 2 packs, and both of them have started off with one of the elite quarterbacks in the league right now. Joe Burrow right there. And we'll flip this one over to see T.Y. Hilton and then Antonio Gibson from the Washington football team. Derek Carr, quarterback for the Raiders, and Christian McCaffrey, who had a pretty good game, but was in a losing effort this past Sunday. Taysom Hill, who in my opinion should be the starting quarterback for the Saints. I'm just saying, I don't know what they're doing over there with who they have, but it should be Taysom Hill. You guys are missing the boat there. And our insert for this pack is a Rookie of the Year contender, Elijah Moore. That's pretty good. Elijah Moore is actually really talented. I think he's going to be a good player, and I approve of him having been a potential Rookie of the Year. He didn't get it, obviously, but nonetheless, a talented player. These packs are, it's like I'm opening tissue paper or something. They're just shredded whenever I open them up. It's like they're falling apart in my hand. All right, so what do we have here? We got Cooper Kupp starting us off here. Cooper Kupp, the Triple Crown wide receiver from last season. And Cooper Kupp certainly is a talented guy. Sam Darnold, quarterback. Michael Thomas, wide receiver there. Amari Cooper, no longer with the Cowboys. He was traded to the Browns, had a disagreement with Dak Prescott that you can probably find out about online. I'm not going to repeat what was said, but it is kind of entertaining, I have to say. Here we have Justin Herbert, great quarterback for the Chargers, who squeaked out a win this past weekend. I think the Chargers are a lot better than their record and their performance would indicate. I'm just saying, and I'm not a huge Chargers fan. Mark Andrews, there is Lamar Jackson's favorite target, and certainly one of the best tight ends in the league, if not the best at this point in the season. Chain Movers is our insert from here, and it's Allen Robinson II. I don't think Allen Robinson II is with the Bears anymore. I think he's with the Rams, I think. Trying to remember. I'm sure you guys will know off the top of your heads. All right, that was 3 packs. We're halfway through here, and I got to say, Joe is so far very likely to trounce us. It's not going to be pretty, that is for sure. But hopefully we can make a comeback. I'm gonna put my little Brontosaurus over here to stare menacingly at Joe, and hopefully that will help us as we go through this second half of our Contenders Blaster box today. See now. All right. I can tell, I can feel on the back because I just touched this bottom card that it is a swatch card. It is a mem card of some kind. I don't know if it's autographed, but it is a mem card. So our final card in this pack is going to be a sweet one. Jerry Jeudy starts us off, Broncos wide receiver, and a good one, turning into Russell Wilson's favorite target so far, DK Metcalf, one of Russell Wilson's former favorite targets, DJ Chark Jr., and DeAndre Hopkins. And there's Tua, who has been out the last couple of games with a little injury that he suffered. We're going to flip this and see Chase Claypool greet us here. And all right, so we got a card on the back, and I'm just going to flip it so we can see it all together. You guys ready? Are you laying down? Are you going to be stunned or mind blown? I don't want that to happen on my channel. I don't want to get any letters about that. All right, here we go. You've been properly warned. It is a rookie ticket swatch card of Trey Sermon. And I just watched the 49ers game with my son the other night because he likes the 49ers a lot. And they did quite well because Garoppolo is their quarterback, and they always do well with him. This is a nice rookie card. Trey Sermon, I think, was in that game, though I don't think he really did very much, but he was in that game. So pretty cool rookie swatch card, and that is the kind of card that we needed to pull to have any chance of beating Average Joe. I think moving my Bronto to stare menacingly at Average Joe has helped us. We have 2 packs left. Here's the penultimate pack of our Contenders box today on Wednesday. See how we do here. We start off with Nelson Aguilar, good receiver there for the Patriots. Let's get Nelson in focus. All right, there we go. Dak Prescott, injured, but could be back soon. I'm not sure that the Cowboys really need him to be back, though. Cooper Rush is doing really well. The guy hasn't lost a game. I probably just jinxed him saying that, but man, he is doing really well. I know the Cowboys defense is really, really doing well and helping him out a lot, but it's not like Cooper Rush is making a lot of mistakes, you guys. I think he's a better quarterback than people are giving him credit for. Ben Roethlisberger retired. Randall Cobb, and he is probably Aaron Rodgers' most reliable target so far this season. A.J. Brown, and there's Matt Stafford. And our last card, the insert for this pack, is MVP contender Stephon Diggs. Stephon Diggs is indeed an MVP contender. I think he's still, as of this week, I think he's still leading the league in receiving categories, several of them, in fact, and he is quite a talented guy up there for Josh Allen. All right, our last pack, and this feels very light, actually. This feels disarmingly light. I feel as though this is somehow missing a card or two. This feels like it has like 2 cards in it. It's very strange. So we're gonna be counting these and ensuring that we get our 7, or else Panini's going to get a nasty letter. That's for sure, because I have time to write those. Carson Wentz starts us off. Carson Wentz, of course, now the quarterback of the Washington football team. Whether he's in focus or not, that's what he's doing. Come on, let's get this guy in focus. There we go, camera. Nice job. Terry McLaurin, speaking of the Washington football team. Aaron Donald and DJ Moore. And there we got Alvin Kamara and Drew Lock, who I don't think maybe he's a backup somewhere. I don't think he's playing right now. And our insert, that's a cool insert. It is Earl Campbell, the awesome and amazing running back for the Oilers back in the old days. He is the legendary contender. That's a pretty cool card. I like that one. I'm not sure why it has to be in black and white. It's not as though Earl Campbell played in the 40s, for heaven's sakes. We had color TV and broadcast back then in the 70s when he did play. Great running back. That's kind of a cool card. I like that one. So anyway, that is what we pulled from our Contenders Blaster. Your job is to check out Average Joe's channel and see what he pulled, and then let us know in the comments who you think was victorious. Joe is going to have to contend with a Trey Sermon swatch card. It's not numbered, I don't think. I actually didn't check that. I should have checked that. It is not numbered, so I'm not sure that's going to be too huge of a task for him, but pretty cool to pull a mem card. I always like to do that. And some nice inserts, too. Some pretty good players here on the inserts. I like that, and a cool Earl Campbell retro card. So check out Joe's video and let me know if you think Joe won or if I won, and that person will emerge triumphant. And for right now, the Brontosaurus is just going to wander off and go nibble on some plants somewhere else. Maybe I'll put him outside in the garden or something. I'm not sure. Fortunately, he's very small, so he should fit anywhere. He's pretty compact. Tomorrow here on the show, you will get Dorking with dice through the uprights. That's right. There will be no dinosaurs and no wrestlers tomorrow. It will just be straight Dorking with dice, big pink D20, 20 vintage packs of football, and there's some good stuff in there. I put that box together the other night, and it is loaded up with some really nice packs for us to get into tomorrow. And then I've been telling you should be sitting down for this whole show, but just in case you're not, you should now, because Friday it's going to be double Dorking. That's right. We've only done it once before on the channel. We're going to do it again Friday. Double Dorking means double-sized Dorking box, 2 D20s and scads of packs that we will open. It'll be a mixed box of baseball, hockey, and football, plus other stuff. Some mystery packs are going to be thrown in there. It's going to be more mystery packs this time than the last time because we didn't hit any last time, so hopefully we'll hit one this time. And by mystery packs, I mean they could be anything. They will be vintage. Definitely vintage, but they could be anything. They might be non-sport. They might be some other sport. Who knows? You'll have to find out on Friday just what I load up that box with. All right, you guys, thanks so much for tuning in today. I sure hope you enjoyed the episode, and I will see you back here tomorrow for Dorking with dice through the uprights. In the meantime, as always, happy collecting.